Greetings. Welcome to First Presbyterian Church of Allentown's daily Lenten prayer service. My name is Beth Sarmer. I've been a member here for 33 years. I am currently serving on the Board of Deacons. I'm a Stephen minister and I really enjoy participating in the recycled card ministry, and I'm in a very vibrant small group of women. Our question to consider today is this: what feels full of life, hope, and vibrancy in your faith community or personal life? So the word I'm cueing in on a little bit is what feels, what really gives us the feeling. And I'm going to start with some things that come to my mind in our faith community. And the first thing is children. Our church just about explodes with joy as we have infant baptisms. And as we watch the little ones going up to their children's time, not to mention when we have songs or some sort of pageants put on by our young ones, our preschool activities and performances, our faith formation performances, and also, what about our youth? When our confirmands stand up there in front of our congregation, it is such a feeling, isn't it? As well as when we have the laying on of hands. I've personally experienced giving a prayer shawl to someone as they are beginning their cancer treatments, or to others who are experiencing incredibly anxious times in their lives. That prayer shawl wrapped around them is such a feeling of hope. How about when we reach out to our local community with so many mission projects, our local community, our national community, our international community? Vibrance, hope, life. Very, very intense feelings. As I said about being in a small group, I think so many of us experience that when we're in a small group. It feels like we're truly with brothers and sisters as we get to know one another on such an intimate level. And I'm thinking about quiet Christmas service and how you can actually feel God with us during that time. And the last one I want to mention is one that anyone who has been there, I'm sure, will agree 100%. When it is Christmas Eve and the lights go out in the sanctuary and we sing Silent Night and all the candles become lit and the sanctuary lights up, that is such an amazing feeling that I think everyone there has experienced. Now, obviously, I could go on all day with these amazing experiences we have with our congregation. But now I'd like to share something from my personal life, a time very recently in January when I was in desperate, desperate need of hope. Let me give you the story. The Cliff Note version is one of my beloved grandchildren was hospitalized, and despite a lot of medical interventions, wasn't doing really well. Overnight, her oxygen level had plummeted over and over again. And an early morning FaceTime with Mimi was singing and giving my love and support to my daughter and granddaughter in the hospital bed. And as I said goodbye, I literally was holding on by the fingernails. I was so distraught. I really thought my heart was shattering. And I don't know about you, but I have these days that I start most of my days with. And God told me at that moment to get it out and read it. I know that was what happened. I did need to read this, and I need you to hear. Imagine what I was feeling at that time. And this was the message for that day, for Tuesday, January 13th, 2026. So listen to this incredible message of hope. Waiting in the pit. I waited patiently for the Lord He leaned into me and heard my cry from Psalm 40, verse 1. Waiting is hard, especially when we feel stuck in a pit, lonely, afraid, overwhelmed, unsure of the next step. The psalmist does not gloss over this struggle. He names the desolate place, the miry bog, and then declares God came close. God doesn't wait for us at the mountaintop. God climbs into the muck with us, hears us, and lifts us up. This kind of divine rescue is not transactional, it is relational. God does not offer quick fixes, but faithful presence. If you're in a season of waiting, hold on. Patience doesn't mean pretending you're fine. It means trusting your cries matter. God inclines, leans in to hear. God who leans in, meet me in the mess and hold me in the waiting. Amen. There are no words in the language to describe what this meant to me and what this will continue to mean to me. I felt such a sense of hope from these words, and I hope that if you find yourself in a miry bog, you'll remember that God is with you right in that miry bog, not off on the mountaintop, with you. And there's more to my story. As it says here, patience doesn't mean pretending you're fine. I wasn't fine. And I reached out to my church family, and I truly felt like my family and I were wrapped in a cocoon of hope. Every prayer, every text, every phone call gave us the strength and hope that we needed during a very, very difficult time. My church family was amazing. And I have to say, they also joined in our rejoicing as at my granddaughter's discharge and return to good health. This is one example of hope that we all feel. Will you please pray with me? Dear God, thank you for the many, many, many opportunities we each have to experience life, hope, and vibrancy in our personal lives and with our church family. Help us to pause today and think about these things that we are so fortunate to live. And not only think of them in our hearts, but encourage us to share them with others in our church family and beyond. I ask these things in Jesus' precious name. Amen. Easter blessings to all of you. Thank you so much for joining today.